blanket, and the strap. And once you have all those, still got a couple of seconds, we'll just come and sit either on your mat, on your blanket, on a block, whatever you got. Sit in Sukhasana, so easy sit pose with our shins or ankles crossed. And just sitting up nice and tall. Your options. You can rest your hands on your thighs, okay, or you can place them up. Okay? Resting your hands on your thighs down has a sense of grounding, allowing you to kind of settle. Hands up kind of gives you energy, more of a receiving type of action. Right? So you would like to just be settled, more grounded, calm. Then we'll just close our eyes. And again, you're sitting up nice and tall, shoulders relaxed, face relaxed. We'll just begin to bring our awareness to our breath. And just really focusing on the flow of your breath. So imagining your breath circling through the body. And as you allow your breath to circle throughout your body, let go of tension, let go of your day, let go of anything that was bothering you prior to you sitting on the mat. Let go of any expectations you have for your practice. And just be in the moment. Let go and flow. Let go and flow. Don't just be here now. Go with the now. Flow with it. See how it changes with each moment in turbulence. Let the river of now take you, wash over you, carry you forward. Through its unfolding grace, there are no wrong turns. Around every bend lies a new landscape of infinite potential. Go with this now, and this now, now, and now. Surrender into divine energy, the force of creation where everything arises, returns everything. Feel surprise between your ears, wonder behind your eyes, and the unfolding smile of a new dawn behind your lips. Go with this now, this now, and this now. Again, allowing yourself to be here in the moment with the breath, making an intention for yourself to allow yourself to flow through your practice, allowing your breath to be your driving force, your boss, help you through your practice. And as you flow, you let go of everything and just be. palms on the feet. You begin to circle your torso around the hips, coming to what we call a squishy grind, allowing yourself to rotate around. Okay, so bringing yourself forward to the side and back. You really feel this loosening, winding of your body. And reverse. Moment, breath, breathing through anything. Right back to the center, reach the arms up, place your fingers, and flip the palms, drop the shoulders, and then just stretch through the sides of your waist. So you're reaching through the arms to the waist. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, hinge over towards your right. Pull your belly in and just round into your upper back, rounding forward and then coming right over towards the left and then floating right back to the center. Okay, we'll do that to the left. So hinging over towards the left, rounding forward, pulling the belly in, and then coming right back to the right and then up. Okay, one more time. Hinge over towards your right, round around the left, and then coming right back up to the center. Okay, bring your arms behind you, interlace your fingers, roll the shoulders back, drawing your shoulder blades towards one another, and then move them down your back towards the floor. Lift your chest. Okay, see if you can lift your chin towards the ceiling, feeling the stretch in the front of your throat, the front of your throat. Take one more nice deep inhale. And exhale. Good. Release. Right hand to the left arm. Bring up and over. Root your sit bones down. Reach that right arm. Keep pulling your belly in. Maybe you can gaze up at the ceiling. Gaze at your left arm. Feel the stretch here from your hip all the way out to the fingertips. We'll float our way back up and then place our left hand on that. Right arm. Up. Again, same thing. Gazing up at the arm, at the ceiling, stretching from the hip all the way out through those right fingertips. Take one more nice deep inhale. Exhale. Float your way back up, and we'll make our way to our hands. Okay, so stacking your shoulders right over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Spread those fingers wide. Okay, warming up our wrists. We'll just circle around the wrist. Okay, so really feel the perimeters of your palms as you move around. You feel that outside edge where the pinky is, the fatty part of your thumb, the heel of your hand, around the knuckles where the fingers meet the palm, and reverse. Coming right back to the center, you're going to take a nice inhale. Exhale, send your sit bones over towards your left heel. Circle around to the right heel. Come right up through that right side, center, and then back around. Okay, so you're circling around. Okay, so allow your hips to go all the way back as you come. Let your head go. And then reverse. So allowing yourself to flow. Letting go again of any expectations of how you look or what this should look like or be like. Coming right back to your center. Making your way into your cat-cow. We'll just take an inhale to lift the chest into the cow first. And then exhale to round into cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale into cat. Pull that belly in. Tailbone, down, step back. And then lift the chest. And one more. And exhale, round into that. And then inhale into a neutral spine. Take your exhale here. Okay, take your right leg. Just going to kickstand it out to the side. And we'll make our way into a variation of Vashisthasana. Okay, so let your left leg come out to the side. Release your foot. Okay, so the foot comes to the mat. Toes points over towards the left. You're lifting your hips, okay, sending it forward, and then reaching your left arm. Okay, now just turn your left palm towards the front of your mat and just bring your left arm towards your ear. So it's a nice stretch. Okay, so see if you can feel the outside edge of your left foot against the mat. So you're lifting that inner ankle of your left foot. Okay, and then just stretch that whole left side. Really reach the fingertips and that outside edge of your left foot away from each other. Keep pulling your belly in, send those hips forward. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, you're going to release and come right back to your tabletop. Okay, so moving right over to the other side. Extend your left leg out to the side. You're going to extend your right leg, releasing that foot to the mat, toes pointing towards the right. Okay, your hips come forward, and then your right arm reaches up. Okay? Turn the palm of that right hand towards the front of your mat, and then bring your arm towards your ear. Okay, so you're really feeling the outside edge of that right foot to the mat, lifting that right inner ankle. Direct. Reach your fingertips and the foot away from each other. Feel the stretch along that right. One more nice deep inhale. Exhale. Okay, right back to your tabletop. Let's bring our right forearm down towards the mat and then our left forearm. And we'll walk your knees back and come to Sphinx pose. So pelvis, belly, shoulders right over the elbows, stretching through your legs, lifting your chest. So a nice little back. Let your shoulders roll back. Okay, lengthen your tailbone. So if you feel any kind of compression in your lower back, just lower your belly down a little bit. Otherwise, you're going to keep lengthening your tailbone. Okay? You're moving your frontal hip bones away from the mat. Okay? Belly in, lengthen that tailbone, lift the chest. A couple of more breaths. Take one more full breath here. And then slowly lower down. You're going to plant your hands. Come into Bhujangasana. The shoulders roll back. Lift your chest. Keep lengthening your tailbone. Shoulders move away from your ears so your shoulder blades move down towards your tailbone. Keep lengthening so you kind of send your chest forward. Okay? Keep lengthening your neck. Send the front of your head a little further forward. Reach your legs back, time to stretch. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, lower down. Okay? Make your way back into your tabletop. Press firmly into your left hand and let your right arm reach up. Okay, so just opening up your chest, reaching your right fingertips up towards the ceiling. You're pressing down into your left hand. And then we'll take that right arm, slide it through your left and all the way down. Release your shoulder and your head. Okay, just rest here. Take one more nice deep inhale. Exhale. Okay. Now contract your core. You want it nice and firm. Press yourself back to your tabletop. Right hand back to the mat. We'll take that left arm, reach it up. Open up your chest. Really reach up with that left arm as you press down into your right hand. You're opening that. And then take that arm, slide it through your right. Come all the way down and release your shoulder and your head to the mat. Okay? Breathe nice and deep into your upper back. Okay, take one more nice deep inhale. Exhale. Plant that hand. Come right back to your tabletop. Okay, so we're going to tuck our toes. Again, fingers spread nice and wide. You're pulling your belly in. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Shavasana. So lift those knees. Gaze back at your legs. Let your head drop. Okay, put a slight bend in your knees a little bit so you can lift your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Okay, keep drawing your navel in. Stretch your arms. Good. Now take another inhale. Walk your hands as you exhale towards your feet. So you're ending up right at the back of your mat, feet apart. Let your head drop. You can let your arms hang. Notice any tension in your face. Let your face be soft. Okay. Hands to your shin. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, way up. And then exhale, fold forward. Okay, do that one more time. Inhale, halfway up. Gaze at the front of your mat. And then exhale to fold forward. Bend into your knees, shift your weight into your heels, and float your way up. And palms to prayer. Okay, so just take a moment here. Okay, rooting down through your feet. Okay, allowing your spine to be nice and long. Crown of the head reaching for the heavens. Feet rooting down through the earth. And we'll walk our feet forward and we'll come to the front of us. Thanks again, just continuing in our Samasthiti, palms to prayer, reaching down to the feet, reaching up through the crown of the head. Okay, take an inhale. Reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale to fold forward. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, palms to prayer. Good, one more time. Inhale, let the arms squeeze up. Exhale, dive forward. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale to fold forward. Good, one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms up, reach up. Exhale, palms to prayer. Last time, inhale, let your arms squeeze up. Good, exhale, fold forward. Good, now this time as you inhale halfway up, you can keep your hands on your shins. You can bring them to your mat or your block. You're going to step your left leg back into a runner's lunge so that right knee is right over your ankle. Take a deep inhale here as you pull your belly in. Now just finding your balance here, we're going to sweep our arms up. Okay, so you're going to keep gazing down and let your arms sweep back. Okay, so just finding your balance here, arms sweep up, and then arms sweep back, arms sweep up, and then arms sweep back. Good. Hands to your mat or your block and just lower your left knee to the mat. Okay, come into Anjali Asana, so arms sweep up. And you're just going to bring your hips forward, lengthen your tailbone, drop your shoulders, keep pulling your belly in, keep reaching up with those arms. Good. One more nice deep inhale. And then exhale, hands to the mat. Straighten your front leg any amount. Flex your foot. Keep your chest forward. So you're looking up, looking forward towards the front of your mat. Hands down on your mat or on your block. You're feeling your stretch here in the back of your legs. And then just bend into your right knee one more time. Foot to the mat. Lift them right back into a runner's lunge. Good. Okay, planting your hands. From here, step your way back to downward dog. Okay, so just making your way back into downward dog. Okay, dropping the head, breathing nice and deep. Now this time you're going to walk your feet to the front of you. And again, you can keep your hands, bring your hands to your block. You can bring them to your shin, or you can keep them on the floor. Okay, coming into Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold, halfway up. And then exhale. Rise up in. And then palms to prayer. Let your arms sweep up, inhale. And fold forward. Hands to your shins, your blocks, or your mat. Inhale, halfway up. And then exhale, hands to your mat or your block. The right leg steps back into a runner's lunge. So your left knee is right over the ankle. You're stretching here for a moment, pulling your belly in, and then just finding your balance. You're going to sweep the arms forward, and then let them sweep back. Sweep the arms forward, and let them sweep back. Sweep the arms forward, and then let them hands come right back to the mat or your blocks, and we'll lower the right. Keep pulling your belly in, and then let the arms sweep up, coming into Anjali Asana. Drop your shoulders. Take one more full breath here. Hands back to your mat or your block. Come right back into your runner's lunge. Now you can keep your hands on your blocks, or you can bring them to your mat. You just step back into downward dog. Good. Inhale. Exhale to walk those feet back towards you. So walk right back towards the front of your mat, folding forward. Hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Rise up. Inhale. And then palms. Take a moment. Again, being in the moment, now. Feeling the breath, feeling your feet against the mat, feeling yourself taller and taller. Inhale, up. Exhale to fold forward. Hands to your mat or your block. Inhale, halfway up. And one more time. You're going to step that left leg back. This time we're going to make our way to warrior one. So releasing your heel. Give yourself more of a wider stance. You can heel toe your right foot off to the side. Okay, your left toes are pointing towards your left block or the left corner of your mat, and we'll reach it. Okay, so just keeping the chest forward, lengthening your tailbone, firming up your left thigh, press your shoulder. And then just focus on your feet for a moment. Okay, really feel stable in your foundation here, pressing down into your feet. Okay, feel that bend in your right knee. Okay, try to point it towards your second toe. And then just coming to that left leg, firm up your thigh, okay, especially the outside of your thigh. Can you roll the outside of your thigh forward? Just feel your pelvis kind of square a little bit. Keep lengthening your tailbone, and then extend the arms from your waist so that your shoulders remain down. And the sides of your waist continue to grow longer and longer, and your arms keep reaching higher and higher. Okay, so for balance, take a nice inhale. Exhale, bring your belly forward, let your arms sweep. Inhale, arms sweep up, right back into your warrior one. And exhale. So one more time. Inhale, up. And exhale. Take an inhale, let your arms sweep up. And then exhale, hands come to your mat or to your block. And we'll step back to sit down. Okay, so you can keep your hands on your block so you can bring them down to the mat. Okay, take one more nice deep inhale. And then walk yourself forward as you exhale. And then coming up halfway, inhale, halfway up. And then rise up, in, and sweep up, getting up nice and tall, onto prayer. And again, taking a moment, feeling grounded, letting go of all tension, your effort here, being engulfed in your breath, the awareness of your breath. Inhale, Exhale, fold forward. Hands either to your shins or to your blocks. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands either to your blocks or your mat. The right leg steps back, and we'll make our way into warrior one. So you're releasing the heel, giving yourself a wider stance. Your heel toeing that left foot off to the side. Your right toes either points towards your right block or towards the corner of the right side of your mat. And then we'll see. So again, you're extending the arms from your waist. Your chest is forward. Focusing on those feet for a minute, really rooting down through your foundation. Okay, that left knee is pointing towards your second toe. You're bending into that knee. You're firming up your right thigh. Lengthening your tailbone. Okay, so that right thigh, can you firm up the outside of your right thigh, bringing it forward? Keep drawing that belly. Good. Take a deep inhale here. And then on your exhale, we're going to come forward, belly towards the side, the arms sweep back. And then inhale right back into warrior one. Exhale, come forward, sweep back. And then inhale, warrior one. So last time, exhale, sweep. And then inhale, warrior one. Take a moment, bend into that knee. Okay. Hands right back to your mat or to your block. And warrior one. I'm sorry. Downward facing. Okay, so stepping back. Then drop that head. And slowly walk your feet to meet your hands, your blocks at the front of your mat. Hands to your shins or they remain on your blocks, halfway up, inhale. And then exhale to fold forward. Let yourself sweep up, so you're coming right up, arms sweep up. And then palms to press. Again, just pausing here, drop your shoulders, breathe. Once more, inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway up, inhale. And then exhale, hands to your mat or your block. Your left leg step back. You're coming right back into your runner's lunge. Now this time, you're going to keep your left hand either on your mat or your block. We'll come into a twist. Reach your left arm or your right arm up. So your left hand stays on your block or your mat. Your right arm reaches up. Good. Now take a deep inhale here. Slow exhale. Okay. Now from here, we're going to come into a variation of side plank. So you're going to come to the outside edge of your left foot. Okay? Your right toes are going to turn towards the right. And maybe you'll even move your right foot a little more closer towards the center of your mat. Keep lifting your hips. You're pressing down into that right foot. You're on the outside edge of your left foot. You're still reaching up with your right arm, lifting your hips. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Good. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Right hand comes right back to your mat or your block. You're going to take that right foot, wherever it is, you're just going to turn it back towards the front of your mat. And then you're going to step your left foot forward. Drop your head. Hands either to your shin or to your block, halfway up, inhale. And pull forward, exhale. Rise up, inhale. And then palms to prayer. Good, one more time. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to your shins or your blocks, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Exhale, hands either to your mat or to your blocks. The right leg steps back into a runner's lunge. Right hand stays on your mat or your block, and the left arm reaches up into the chest. So you're opening up the chest, feeling your twist here. Okay, so again, making your way into their variation of your side plank, Vashisthasana. Come to the outside edge of your right foot. Okay, turn your left toes out. Now you can move that left foot so it's more towards the center of your mat. Keep lifting your hips up. Press into your right hand. Take one more nice deep inhale. And exhale. Good. One more inhale. And exhale. Now release your left hand back to your block. You're going to turn those toes in, left toes in. So wherever they are, that's where they're going to be. And you're just going to step forward. Okay, so you can come a little further, more towards the front of your mat if you need to walk forward a little bit. Okay, hands to your shins. Inhale halfway up. And then exhale to fold forward. Rise up. Up. And then exhale, palms to prayer. Okay, again, so take a moment, soften up, breathe, breathe. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Now you can place your hands to your block to your mat. We're going to step back into downward dog. Pressing nice and firm into the hands. Dropping the head. Bring your knees to the left. Shoulders right over your wrist. Hips right over your knees. Looking right back again. Pat. Inhale, lift chest into cow. And then exhale to round. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Inhale, lift. And inhale, lift. And take an inhale, lift your chest, your arch in your back. As you exhale, you're going to rotate to your right. As you rotate round into cat, keep circling around, so you're spiraling around to the left, opening up back into cow. And we'll do that one more time to the right. Keep spiraling around to the right, opening up into cow, last time to the right. Coming right back into cow, and then reverse it. Spiraling over towards the left, circling around, opening up to the right, opening up back to cow, spiraling left, rounding into cat as we circle, opening up, and then one last two. Coming right down into your forearm, walking those knees back, bringing your belly to the mat, and coming into single pose. So the shoulders are right over your elbows. You're pulling your belly in and lengthening your tailbone. Lift the chest. Try to send your chest forward. Shoulders moving down. A good way to really send that chest forward is to activate your forearms. Just energetically drag them back towards the back of the neck. So as you do that, feel this activation, arms, upper body, and chest moving forward. So it's a little bit the back of your arms, upper arms, keep pulling your belly in. And really lengthen your tailbone so you're tilting that pelvis back. You're creating space in your lower back. Take one more nice deep inhale. Exhale. Good. One more inhale. Exhale. Okay. slowly lower down. We're going to continue with our back bend. Come into Salamvasana. Okay, so start by bringing your forehead to the mat. Walk your legs in. Let your shoulders roll back, lift your arms, and then draw the shoulder blades towards one another. Draw the shoulder blades towards one another, and then move your shoulder blades down your back. So you feel this opening or this lengthening in your neck and your upper back. Now bring your hands together, interlace your fingers. Okay, keep lengthening, stretching through your elbows. Keep lengthening your tailbone. Okay, so you're moving your frontal hip bones away from your mat. And then lift the chest. Okay, don't worry about the height of your chest. Feel the activation of the muscles along your spine. You are activating your thighs. You're lifting your knees. Press firmly down into the tops of your feet. Okay, now really feel this, being in the present of how this feels. Fingers interlaced, shoulder blades moving down the back towards the tailbone, the neck growing longer, the chest moving forward, the legs moving back. Take a deep inhale here. And then exhale to release. Rest your head to one side. Okay, let go of all effort. Okay, we'll do that one more time. Forehead to the mat. Reach your arms back behind you first. Lift them up. Shoulder blades draw towards one another, so shoulder blades move away from the mat. You're moving your shoulder blades down your back towards your tailbone and then re-interlacing your fingers. Legs are activated, so you're pressing down the tops of your feet, lifting your kneecaps, and then lift the chest. Keep lengthening your tailbone. Lengthen your neck. Breathe, breathe. Okay, take one more full breath. And release one more time. Let go. Rest your head to one. Okay, now plant your hands. We're going to roll over onto our back. Okay, have a block and your strap off to the side for lay tap. Okay, so laying on your back, we're going to come into Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. Continue with our back bend. Coming into bridge pose. So take your block and place it between your thighs. Okay, so you want to feel this activation of your inner thighs inwardly rotating. So think of your thighs, the inner thighs, rotating towards your toes. Okay, so using your block, you'll feel this activation of your inner thighs, kind of squeezing the block, but in actuality, you're trying to rotate the thighs. So you're walking your heels in towards your sit bones. Bringing your arms alongside you, you're going to roll those shoulder blades underneath you, drawing them towards one another, and then moving them down your back, towards your heels, towards your tailbone. Lift your chin. Okay, you want that natural curve in the back of your neck, and some space in the front of your neck. Now pressing down into the full length of your arms and the palms of your hands and your feet. You're going to inhale, lift your hips, lengthen your tailbone. Okay, so let your pelvis tilt back a bit. You'll feel this firmness in your lower belly. Now give your block a little squeeze so you feel that activation. Okay, so eventually you'll feel your inner thighs rotating down towards the mat. Okay, so think of your block. You're trying to squeeze your block between your thighs towards the mat. Keep lifting your hips, and if it feels good and you're able to do this, interlace your fingers underneath you like you did in Salamvasana, and then just draw those shoulder blades towards one another. So keeping your inner thighs active, okay, holding that block between your thighs, lengthening your tailbone towards your knees, keeping your chin lifted so that you're resting on the back of your head and your shoulders, and you have that space in the front of your neck and that natural curve in the back of your neck. Okay, just one more full breath here. And then release your hands, slowly roll through your spine. Take your block from out from between your legs. Come into Baddha. Okay, bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open wide. Release your arms. And just pause. Now, if you need both of your blocks to kind of prop your legs up, it feels like a little bit too much. But stretching your inner thighs, go ahead and do that. Place your blocks. Otherwise, just keep them open. We're not going to hold this for very long. try to let go, again, if you're feeling the flow of your breath throughout the body, maybe even imagine it flowing. Take one more full breath here. And slowly breathe up, feet to the mat, pause. Grab a strap. And then coming into Padam Puchasana, strap all extend. Okay, focus on the hamstrings for a moment, relaxing the shoulders, upper arms back towards. Okay, so just taking away the effort of holding our leg up, relaxing our arms. Try to feel this gentle stretch. You want to extend your left leg to the mat, you can. And just breathing nice and deep, you'll flex your foot, right toes back towards you, left toes, you have your left leg extended. One more full breath. You have your left leg extended to the mat, and we'll release the strap from the right leg, bend the knee, go right, left, extend the leg, release your upper arm to the mat. You're taking effort away from the arm. If you'd like to extend that right leg, do it. Feet are flat. And right leg extended. Go ahead and bend your knees. You can place it on the mat. And then release our strap from our left foot to the mat. Place your strap off to the side. Just gonna bring our arms off to the side with the palms up. So your arms are in the shape of a T. Bring your legs together. Okay. And you're just gonna press down into your feet. Lift your hips just slightly, and you're going to shift your hips over towards the right, towards the edge of your. Draw your knees in, and then just let your legs float over towards the left. So just a nice, easy, gentle way of moving. And we're just gonna let go and breathe. Allow ourselves to unwind. Take a deep inhale. Slow exhale. We're just going to place our feet to the mat, lifting our knees, shuffling our way back to the center. Feet, knees, hips, and pressing down into our feet. We're going to lift our hips just slightly so we can shift our hips over towards the left. Knees drawing just a bit so we can release them over towards the left. And again, releasing. One more full breath here. Center. Got it. And this is yogi's choice. We're going to rock ourselves up. So pressing your knees into your hands, float the way up. Send our legs forward. Have your strap ready off to the back. So coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana, we're going to continue with the twist. Bring that right leg in and cross it over that left thigh. Okay, rooting your sit bones. If you need to sit on a blanket, sit on a blanket. Okay. Take your left arm, wrap it around your right leg, hug that leg in. Keep elongating your spine. You'll bring your right hand behind you, let your shoulders roll back, and then turn your head either facing towards the right, or you can gaze over your right shoulder. And just slowly come back to the center. Extend that right leg, getting nice and tall. Extend your feet towards the toes. Reset your body for a second. Draw the left leg in, cross it over that right thigh, taking a moment to make sure both of your sit bones are evenly rooted down. The right arm is going to wrap around that left leg, hug your leg in, you bring your left arm directly behind you. Let your shoulders roll back, and you can either turn your head to gaze towards your left, or you can gaze over your left shoulder. More full breath. Slowly come up your twist. You'll extend your left leg, sitting up nice and tall. Now grab our straw. Coming to Tasana. Wrap your feet. Really stretching through your legs. Focus on the very tops of your thighs. Bring it down. Just a little taller. Take an inhale. Exhale. Hold right on top of your thighs. Maybe you can walk your hands down your straps towards your feet. See if you can send your chest towards your toes before you drop your head. And again, just breathing nice and deep into the back of your body, breathing into the back of your legs. You take one more full breath. Slowly float your way up. Okay. Place your strap off to the side. Now bend your knees. Feet to the mat. Bring your hands behind you. See if you can get your fingertips to point back towards your hips. Coming into an upward tabletop. You're going to lift the hips up as high as you can get them. Okay. Imagine someone is cradling the back of your head. Hold it up. Take a couple of breaths here. And slowly make your way down. Walk your feet to the edges of your mat. Hands to your knees. Take an inhale, lift your chest, arch your back just a bit. And then round back, coming all the way onto your mat. Releasing the arms, stretching the legs onto your mat. Allow the legs to be as wide as your mat flop open. So making our way into our final resting position, Shavasana. Take a moment, whatever you need to do to make this comfortable, either putting a bolster or blocks under your knees, a blanket under your head, anything that you need to rest. Just let everything go. Allow the flow of your breath. Allow your practice to take effect. Keeping your breath. Flicker your fingers. Reach your arms back behind you. And stretch your limbs away from each other. And really give yourself a full body stretch. Stretching the arms and the legs. Stretching along the sides of your waist. Take one more full breath. And then drop it all back to your mat. Allow yourself to feel heavy again. Bend your knees and place your feet to your mat. And then just rolling slowly onto your side. Lay in fetal position. And slowly pressing yourself to a comfortable seated position. Keep sitting up nice and tall. Bringing your palms together at the center of the heart. Lifting the heart, the chest, and then bowing the head. And taking a moment now in stillness to give gratitude. And our practice with an Om. Inhale. Thank you, yogis. Namaste. Thank you, ladies. Have a wonderful night.
Thanks, Kelly. Have a good evening. Be well.
You too.